These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
At their own 27.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. The Colts had 8-6 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
First and 10, Taylor now. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
They run once more with Taylor.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit. Had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking left side. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Open man, it's Preston Williams. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. We're scoreless after 1. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Eckler trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. They'll give to Spiller, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
To throw is Ryan. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Campbell making the catch. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert now. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 9. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Isaiah Spiller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Buying time to his left. He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now it's Ryan. And this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the
Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll run for it with Spiller. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Slot man moves right.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Allen, the man in motion right. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Ryan.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Ryan.
They're going right back to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That's complete to Pierce.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. 30. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll roll him out right.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an intercept.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Chargers are going to take over.
And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Well, not exactly the way that they... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one,
and yet again, Ryan is intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Play action. It's Ryan. Rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action, Ryan. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Man open left side. It's Williams.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They snap it to Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Chargers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it is 28-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Hopkins with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on second down, Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Ryan. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And Ryan's throw caught by Pierce. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Taylor again. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On 4th down, Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're going to pass here with Herbert. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense